What up, niggas? It's Ken Zerk, King Zilligan, Zika Milligan, the villain Trilligan. And we are back on Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. Ultimax. Now it's time to do the Ultimax story. I heard it wasn't that long, so I should be able to get it done in a couple recordings and possibly a couple of episodes. I want to, before we do this, there's something I want to do. I was editing Chie shit the other day and realized that I never actually got to see her
This place exists between
ultimate
dream
attack,
and reality.
and that really
Not
pissed me
a
off.
magic.
Fuck you, Yosuke. You're about to get fucking galactic punted. I realized that I never actually got to see Chie's galactic punt, so now I'm about to do it to Yosuke. Cause fuck that guy. Alright.
Boring.
Oh. Super final attack!
Yeah, let's go, okay.
Here goes. 1, 2.
Your muscles are insane.
Woo!
Boring.
Okay, that was cool. Hopefully it's more entertaining than the other one.
So you will not require our assistance. Is that correct?
I don't need you.
Very well. In that case, there is nothing more to be said. As for your presence here, this room is ordinarily only accessible to those bound by a contract. You are fated to refine your power. You will most definitely require our assistance, eventually. Until we meet again, farewell.
Okay.
Most intriguing.
Are you certain about this? Our domain is indivisible from the destiny of our guests. Nothing meaningless happens in this room, which can only mean that the fate of our visitor just now will be...
Margaret?
Pardon. I spoke out of turn. We are only allowed to watch over and assist those guests who are bound by the terms of the contract.
Indeed.
So, the young man Yu Narukami is tied to our recent guest's fate. I wonder what fate, or rather, encounter will await him. Yu Narukami. Now that's a guest who never ceases to amaze.
Okay. It's May 5th, the day after we saw Lapras and the Shadow Operatives off. So it's literally the next fucking day. We're in the corner of the chaotic as usual Junes food
I
court.
had a hunch this was gonna happen.
Well, your hunch isn't getting us anywhere. What are we supposed to do? There's not a single open seat.
That's just how it goes at Junes during Golden Week. And on Children's Day at that. If it wasn't this busy, we'd be out of business by now.
Today's Children's Day?
Huh?
I should have brought Nanako.
That's what you're worried about?
Watching the kids run around, I think back to Nanako's face when I told her I'd be going out. She looked like she wanted to say something. I feel bad I didn't ask her about it. But given what we came to talk about, I couldn't take her with me. I wonder if she's watching TV alone now like she usually
Yo,
does.
Senpai! I got us some seats.
Good boy.
Ooh, good job, Kanji.
That's pretty impressive, Kanji. Especially for you.
Damn
Pop
it,
off,
Ted. Leave
Teddy.
the especially for you part out next time.
All right, break it up. No fighting, guys. Let's go, Yukun.
I've had something in my eye since last night. It's really pissing me off. I tried I ran water over my eye. I used an eye drop. I used the saline solution shit. Nothing got the shit out of my eye. It's annoying.
Right.
With Yukiko spurring us on, we moved to the seats Kanji saved. There's a table for 4 with 6 chairs he found somewhere. After waiting for everyone to be seated, Yosuke clears his throat as to drive away all the noise.
So it's a great day out and,
Dude, I don't think this is the time for that.
well, how else should I start off? Look at the size of this crowd.
I'd say I made the right call showing up like this. If I came in my usual costume, the little kids would be swarming my adorable bod. I'd be mobbed.
Oh yes, I've seen how the children tear off your fur from time to time.
Wow! Are you being nice to me, Yuki-chan? Has our love finally
Nigga,
blossomed?
hop off!
Of course it hasn't.
Shot down as always.
It's because you never learn.
Well, let's get down to business. We didn't get to talk much yesterday after all.
And not to Chie. We gathered here yesterday after seeing Labras off, but there wasn't time to calm down and talk about what happened. In the end, we agreed to leave the details to tomorrow, which is now today.
Don't worry about the crowd. Let's start the investigation team meeting anyway.
Yeah, though we are missing 2 people.
It's just not the same without our full roster of pretty girls. Oh, not only Rise-chan, but Nao-chan couldn't be here either.
Well, it's not like the other day, where we just lost contact with Rise.
She seems really busy. She said she had work during the holidays, too. At least we got to talk to her yesterday.
Yeah, Nato-kun's job is keeping her busy too. I guess it's the same old for them.
Nato-kun knew things about what happened that not even we did. Apparently, she knew about Mitsuru-san and her friends from the start.
Thanks to her, though, we got some good information.
Well then, let's get everyone up to speed on what happened using that info.
Yosuke is right. So much has happened these past few days and none of us has a good grasp on it all. We need to sort through what we've learned again.
What was it that started it all? Midnight Channel again, I guess. I thought I was dreaming for a good chunk of it, so it's not really hitting me.
The Midnight Channel. That TV world we have restored peace in. It ended up being used by someone else in the Labras incident. Labras is the 5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon. A girl with a mechanical body who was stolen from the Korijo group, one of Japan's biggest conglomerates. Someone threw her into the TV world. But Labras faced her other self. Her other suppressed self there, and by accepting it, she awoke to her persona, that mostly wrapped things up. However...
So who exactly was it that put Labras inside the TV? And why?
At first, I thought the culprit was jealous of my popularity and tried to break us friends up.
But that wasn't it. Their goal was to disrupt our hearts by making us fight each other, and then steal our personas after they returned to being shadows.
Naoto said as much too.
I don't know. Turning them back to shadows and stealing them. That doesn't sound like something just anyone could pull off.
Maybe not, but we know for certain that the culprit was using that method to try and gather powerful shadows.
Gathering shadows, huh? That's definitely not something any normal person would do.
The atmosphere darkens after Yosuke's remark. During the silence, I recalled the events leading up to yesterday. We had once again entered the the TV world to figure out why the Midnight Channel was broadcasting again. Strange fighting tournament, heart of it was Labras. Having gone through severe trials as a weapon with the heart, she gave birth to a shadow. Normal schoolgirl. Yeah, I just fucking finished it. We entered the TV, we got wrapped up in a battle just like Labras and Shadow planned and were forced to fight one another. We also met mysterious organizations known as Shadow Operatives. They helped us. With their help, we conquered the tournament. They were using the power of personas before we were. It was reassuring in a way to meet people who deal with shadows day in and day out. But the case isn't over yet. We couldn't find out why the culprit put Labras into the TV. We don't know who did it. Mitsuru and the people seem to have some idea, but that doesn't mean we can ignore what happened in our town. So we made the decision to investigate the case on our own too.
That reminds me. How are things inside the TV?
The thought suddenly crosses my mind, so I asked Teddy. After we settled the first case, the TV world turned into a beautiful place. But it wasn't that way anymore during the P1 Grand Prix. I wonder what happened there after we saved the Labras.
Still the same. It should go back to normal eventually, but the P1 Grand Prix had such an effect that it's still noisy there. Oh, but,
Huh? But what? Quit mumbling and just spit it out.
It's hard to say for sure, but I sense these weird presences. They feel kinda like shadows, but not really.
Weird presences? You mean there's something strange in there?
I don't really know.
What could it be? The culprit, maybe?
Maybe, but maybe not.
We all look at each other after hearing Teddy's evasive answer. If something's in the TV world, it could only be a shadow. Someone besides us who knows about that world, or someone who can use a persona.
Huh? How would that make sense? The culprit wasn't a persona user, right?
He did say that he used Labrys because he couldn't enter the TV world himself.
That's right. The only people who can enter the TV world are Persona users. For a normal person to get in, they would have to enter alongside a Persona user. If someone who doesn't have a Persona falls in, for whatever reason they're in serious danger. Either the shadow's already dwelling there, or their own shadow might end up killing them.
So, wouldn't that mean this weird thing Ted's talking about can't be our bad guy? Or maybe the culprit can shove people into a TV even though he's not a Persona
Or the culprit
user.
is the god. I can understand Kanji's doubts, but unfortunately, we don't have enough information right now to say either way.
There's one more thing that bothers me.
What is it?
It's something Naoto said.
I tell everyone what Naoto left me with yesterday. She said that Mitsuru's plane was hijacked as a diversion from Labrys' kidnapping. The hijackers had no memory of their actions. They might have been brainwashed or hypnotized, but either way, it couldn't have been done by a normal person.
There's so much we don't know.
But no matter what the culprit was trying to do, if he was after us in the TV world, I doubt this case will wrap itself up.
I agree. Oh, then does that mean...
Too bad for Mitsuru-san, but we're gonna ignore her request not to get involved.
When Mitsuru and the people left, they told us not to get involved any further with this case. We knew why they said that, of course. They were worried about our safety, still.
Ah, so the investigation team's back in business.
Yep. I feel a little bad doing this to Mitsuru-san, but we can't just leave this be. We can fight too. And heck, this is our town, so it's practically our duty to do this.
I'm in too. After all, I am Labby-chan's knight.
Nigga,
Plus,
fuck you.
I can't sit on the sidelines after seeing what this culprit did to my world. It had gotten so peaceful thanks to you guys.
I knew they felt this way, but I nod firmly after seeing everyone still in agreement.
So it's decided.
We have to return the favor of getting stuck with those strange epithets, too.
Everyone looks away briefly after hearing this. Those nonsense nicknames that got broadcast during the P1 Grand Prix made no small stir in our daily lives. Although personally,
That makes me so mad. What was that carnivore whose discarded womanhood stuff all about? I could swear people cross the street now when they see me.
Really? I was actually pretty impressed.
Huh? Is that how you think of me, Yukon?
No, that's not what I meant.
That reminds me. You seem to like that Sister Complex Kingpin of Steel nickname.
Did he?
Sensei, have you awakened to a new name? Should I call you Kingpin from now on?
bro, I wonder if it's just my imagination that what Yosuke said just now hurt worse than the nickname. All I meant was that those nicknames weren't that bad. Still, I admit, I was honestly impressed at how precise those taunts were in striking at each of our hang-ups.
This sure has turned out to be some Golden Week. And after you took the time to come see us, too.
No kidding. Shit got stirred up the day you came back, like someone planned it that way.
They want Izanagi. Everyone nods at Kanji's words, everyone except Yosuke. Unlike the others, he just shoots me a slightly bleak glance. I know what it means, but I'll let him say it.
That actually does still bother me a bit.
What do you mean?
Oh, I guess the timing? It's like whoever did this was waiting for you to come back.
I agree with him. The incident with Labrys happened right when I returned to Inaba for Golden Week. It was timed as if whoever set this up was just waiting for me to get back in
Well,
town.
I guess there's no need to think about that now. Oh yeah, where's Marie-chan?
She's elusive as always. It looked like she was buying something at Sozai Daigaku the other day.
What? Nobody told Emi-chan that Sensei was visiting?
Well, it is Marie-chan we're talking about. I'm sure she's noticed that Yukon's back.
Marie, she was another one involved in the first case we solved here in Inaba. We helped her regain her lost memories, and she now protects this town as a minor goddess, who supports the town people here.
Huh? Then, why hasn't she shown up? I mean, if she knew that Senpai's back, you'd think she'd be the first to show.
Ah! What the? Where'd that lightning come from all of a sudden?
Whoa, look at those insane rain clouds. It's gonna start pouring soon for
Marie's
sure.
doing that shit. That's when I noticed that the thick crowd of customers has gotten pretty sparse. As if following the family is hurrying back inside, we also get up from our seats.
Jeez, the weather report has been way off the mark lately.
Marie's the one that controls
Sorry,
it!
That's mine. Hello? Oh, Kasai-san.
We move away from Yukiko a little to give her some space to talk.
That reminds me, Labrys is a robot, right? Would she rust if she got caught out in the rain?
Nah, I doubt it. The Kirijo group developed her after all, and they wouldn't be that cheap.
Mid-chan's group sure is amazing. Her stuff is way better than Junes brand electronics.
Shut up! And don't go dissing your own employer.
Yosuke and Teddy snipe at each other. Chie gazes up at the cloudy sky. When she notices me looking at her, she shakes her head, telling me not to worry.
Labrys is with Mitsuru-san and her friends, right? I wonder how she's doing.
After the P1 Grand Prix, Labrys joined Mitsuru's shadow operative since she has a persona now. Even as we speak, she and her companions are probably chasing the culprit who threw her into the
Don't
TV.
worry, I'm sure she's doing fine. If all goes well, we'll see her again in no time.
Yeah, since we made our decision to stick our noses into this case, that means we'll have to do the same thing Labrys and the shadow operatives are. It seems possible we might meet up with Labrys again somewhere soon. Then again, we're doing this without Mitsuru's permission, so I can't say I'm
Yeah,
eager to
you're
run
right.
into them.
Man, I should stop being such a worrywart.
That
Hey,
fuck-ass
looks
laugh.
like Yukiko-senpai's off the phone.
Oh, welcome back, Yukiko. What was the call about?
It was the inn. It seems a group of our guests is still out. We didn't have any umbrellas ready for them, so I think a lot of them will come back drenched. Sorry, I have to go back for a bit.
Oh, right. I forgot this is a busy time for the Amagi Inn, too.
Actually, shouldn't we be heading home ourselves? Ugh, if this keeps up, I bet it'll keep raining into the night.
Raining, huh? That thing's not gonna come on again, is it?
Everyone turns around at Yosuke's words. He says that thing, but we all know what he means. That thing, that thing, that thing. He's talking about the Midnight Channel, which came on at midnight on a rainy day. The weather was just like this during the incident with Labrys, too. As if to break the silence, we hear another roll of thunder, closer than the one a moment ago.
In any case, let's meet up again tomorrow to check up on the TV world.
Okay, I'll see you all here tomorrow. And I'll make sure to let Rise-chan know, too.
I'll call up Naoto-kun, though I don't know yet if she'll be able to make it.
Cool deal. Well, see you guys tomorrow.
We hastily end the investigation team meeting before it starts raining. As I see Yosuke starting to leave after everyone else, I ask him about the issue he raised
What
earlier.
do you think, Yosuke, about the timing of all of this?
Oh, that. I don't know, I might be overthinking this, but if the culprit happens to know you, would that give some hint of who it might be?
It was an understandable question, but I can't help but look askance at him. If the culprit had investigated me, of course he'd know something about me, but not my plan to stay in Inaba during Golden Week. It'd have to be a person who knows me, plus knew that I was coming here during the break. Is there anyone who
Is
know
it
all that?
possible that it could be Adachi?
Adachi-san?
This time I'm caught completely off guard, and all I can do is dully repeat the question. Toru Adachi, the man who was arrested in the Midnight Channel murders, he should be in police custody now. Which is ironic since he used to work for my uncle as a police detective at Inaba Station. We do have quite a history, so obviously he knows about me, and I can't rule out that Dojima might have told Adachi about my vacation plans.
No, it wouldn't be him. He has a persona.
Oh, yeah, good point. Sorry, I wasn't trying to weird you out.
Yosuke's tone is apologetic and he scratches his head. But really, I should be the one apologizing. I didn't just deny it because it could have been Adachi. I didn't deny that it could have been Adachi because he's a persona user. The real reason is that deep down, I trusted what Adachi said about abiding by the rules of this world. But if it is not him, then who? The gray clouds filled the sky over our heads, mirroring the confused anxiety we shared.
And then Dad came on parent visiting day, so I made sure to raise my hand to answer all the teacher's questions.
Oh, good job, Nanako.
Hanako, you told that story 3 times already.
No, I didn't.
Nanako, who had been talking non-stop throughout dinner, sulks at Dojima pointing that out. Whether or not she'll admit it though, I've definitely heard that story several times. Either parent visiting day made her happy, or she was looking for any excuse to prolong our conversation. Well, whichever it is, Nanako seems happy, so I don't mind much.
And guess what? I saw a really long car yesterday.
A really long car? That rings a bell. She might be talking about the extravagant black limousine that Mitsuru and her shadow operatives drove in on.
You mean the limo that was driving around town? Yeah, I heard about that. A big stretch limo in a sleepy little town like ours. Huh. I'll tell you one thing. They won't be from around here.
Dojima shoots me a glance while responding to Nanako's comment. He's a detective through and through. I think he's noticed something's up. Sure enough, after Dojima sends Nanako to the sink with an empty dishes, he gets right down to business.
So, what are you up to this time?
Damn! No hiding anything from that piercing glaze. He has to know we came in contact with Mitsuru's people. They were so dignified seeming that I'd hope even their outrageously long limo wouldn't stand out here. But I find myself actually relieved to be mistaken.
The day you were due back, a detective from the Metropolitan Police Department suddenly rang me up to ask about the details of that case. Not only that, but I saw that Shirogane kid at the station several times these past couple of days. Was this all just a coincidence?
That's...
Can't answer, huh? Well, that's fine.
Dojima gives a deep sigh and closes his eyes. That's odd. Normally he'd grill me for more information and yell at me while doing it.
Look, I trust you, but this is different. Don't stick your head into the lion's den. You do understand that I'm a detective and pretty much your guardian while you're here, right?
He's strict. His strict yet honest gaze asks me to promise that much in return for not probing further. I say yes, but in my mind I'm apologizing at the same time. We're heading into dangerous waters, but it's the same situation as when I lived here. We have to be the ones to do this.
As long as you understand that. Then do whatever you want.
I can't help but smile at seeing Dojima look away and sigh. I'm sure he has a million questions about everything I'm doing, but he's not asking them. It's because he trusts me.
Hey, you're picking on Big Bro again, Dad.
Oh, no, not at all. We were just talking.
Really, Big Bro?
Yeah, there's nothing to worry about.
Tell your daddy to get off my nuts!
I'll always be on your side, okay?
Yeah, fuck your daddy! When I answer her with a smile, Nanako looks up at me with a worried expression, but her reply is earnest. Look at Dojima! He's sitting here like, ain't no fucking way, my own daughter. My own daughter. My flesh and blood! Out of the corner of my eye, I can see Dojima looking uncomfortable, and I can't help but laugh again. My own daughter. Jack Frost! Is that Catherine? When I return to my room, I can hear the faint rumble of thunder in the distance. The rain that was pouring down this evening has already stopped. If the pattern holds, the Midnight Channel should stay quiet as long as it's not raining. Realizing that raises some complex feelings in me. I have to go back home tomorrow. And as much as I hope nothing happens, I want to solve this mystery while I'm still here. But wishing to solve the case means wishing for something to happen.
Make up your mind, you.
I inadvertently glanced towards the TV screen's reflective surface and catch myself with an odd smile on my face. Just a little longer until midnight. I had a habit I checked the time, and the moment I looked back at the TV, the screen suddenly turns on. Rival!
The strong win, while the weak disappear. Tonight, we will witness the hottest battles in all history. The goddess of victory is waiting to descend upon the ring. P1 fans, are you ready? Are you ready?
Time to let loose! An all-out war!
The contestants in the previous P1 Grand Prix have returned for another tournament, right on the heels of the last one. These warriors will create another legend here at the world-shattering P1 ring!
Ow.
These are battles of honor, battles of
That's my girl!
Sparks will fly!
That's my nigga.
Some fight for pride, some fight for glory! Will this be decided by pure muscle, or will a battle of wits determine the outcome?
My goat!
Things are heating up!
They got the Japanese words, I just
Tonight,
noticed.
who will
The
win
Japanese
the title
names.
of champion? Who will be crowned with the winner's wreath? Whose tale of glory will resound for generations? All that remains are the dreams of the Warriors. As the Grand Prix plunges into its final chapter, the P1 climax is...
Barely getting started!
I'm climaxing right now. Holy shit! I just saw a fucking head!
Did you see that? What the hell?
Hello? Hey.
The Dark Hour?! That's gotta be the fucking Dark Hour! That's the only reason at midnight everything would just turn off. Junpei!
What's going on here?
What in the world? The town!
Yukari.
A red fog?
What the?
That can only be the Dark Hour. That has to be the Dark Hour. That's all it could possibly be.
Yoo-hoo! All you P1 crazies out there, sorry about the long wait.
The TV shows a familiar classroom. If I remember right, that's the announcement room at the school lab was created inside the TV world. Standing in the announcement room is General Teddy, actually, just his head chortling away.
The P1 climax! It's the end of the world! One-on-one deathmatch that's worthy of the name Climax! And best of all, if you don't win the one-on-one tournament to the finish within the hour, the world will end! No punches pulled this time! I'll make myself clear so that no one misunderstands. This will not be taking place within the TV world. It will, in fact, take place in the reality which you occupy. Enjoy it while you can. Alrighty then, time to show off how that special stage is going.
Well, shit. This is not looking good. Nigga. How y'all let this shit happen to you twice? This is the second time this has happened to y'all. My nigga. This is the second time this has happened to y'all.
Mitsuru-san?
What will be the fate of our captured queen and her loyal minions? Then again, if we don't have a champion, everyone's a goner anyway. So she'll be in good company. Best of luck to all of you.
The display cuts off abruptly and the TV becomes a silent box. Realizing that a strange red light is filling the once dark room, I dash towards the window. The town outside is covered in an eerie red fog.
What is that?
The street lights are off and I don't sense anyone's presence. That hazy light illuminating the town. Is the red fog? It's the red fog. Seeing the town in such an obviously abnormal state snaps me back to my senses and I quickly look back into my room.
Nanako! Dojima-san!
No one answers. I rush down the stairs and check all the rooms, but no matter how hard I look, the two who live here are nowhere to be found. What in the world is going on here? The P1 climax, are Mitsuru and her people really captives? And worst of all, this isn't the TV world. Is this really still the real world? If so, what happened to the townspeople? A wave of confusion and fear crashes over me as I sort through the information at hand. My cell phone won't even turn on like it's suddenly broken. It's happening again.
Junes Food Court.
That's right, whenever we had a case, that's where we'd always gather. If Yosuke, Chie, and Yukiko have noticed this too, then they'll definitely be headed there. Teddy should be with Yosuke, so there's no need to worry about him. Kanji, though, he might head straight into the TV. I chuckled to myself at the thought, a rare moment of humor in this looming crisis. I know where I need to be, so I quickly prepare myself. Whenever we needed to fight, I was always clad in my Yasogami High uniform. To think I'd be wearing it again so soon. It's with a sense of trepidation that I opened the front door. Oh shit. Oh, this is kind of cool actually. Are we jumping to... Should we jump to Naoto or Rise? Let's just jump to Naoto. The clock's ticking echoes through the room and I look up from the file I hold. It seems I yearn for some mental stimulation to distract me from the sheer volume of information I'm attempting to process. But when I look up, all that's before me are tall stacks of files I brought in from the reference room. Even when I cooperated with the investigation as a detective, I'd only been in this room a few times. They must have ushered me into the drawing room on the highest floor of the Inaba station today in order to send a message. Don't draw attention to yourself. I lower my hat to rest my eyes, and spend some time thinking back on the conversation I had a short while ago.
I see. In other words, nothing suspicious is apparent in the current Kirijo group.
Correct. There are no factors that would necessitate detouring Mitsuru Kirijo or the shadow operatives which she leads.
The man holding my report falls silent, pondering something. His reaction shows that he most likely foresaw what sort of report I'd hand in. The well-dressed man before me belongs to the National Police Agency, Security Bureau, Security Planning Division, or in brief, the Public Safety Police. It was he who requested the undercover investigation into Mitsuru's shadow operatives.
Mitsuru Kirijo seemed to have some idea who stole her cargo, yes?
She did indeed. To begin with, the culprit knew the contents of the cargo which even Miss Kirijo herself did not fully understand. It follows that the culprit in this case was someone with intimate knowledge of the Kirijo group's dark secrets. How Mitsuru Kirijo deals with this culprit will surely shed more light upon her true motives.
Half of that is true, half is sophistry. I need to uncover this trump card that public safety is hiding. For most likely that trump card will lead us to the culprit of this case, the one who stole Labrys and threw her into the TV world. After a moment of silence, the man places a stack of thick folders before me. Thanks for showing me that. If he had prepared this in advance, that means he was weighing his options. He knows of my intentions, yet he have made the decision that what they stand to gain is worth the risk.
Report to us again when you find out more.
With that, the man leaves the room. It seems my gamble paid
Whether I
off.
find out more or not, it's certain that something will happen.
Labrys' kidnapper hasn't been caught, and the case is ongoing. Even now, there may be developments somewhere. My friends on the investigation team must be having a strategy meeting at the food court around now. Though it's been a while since any of us have seen you, and the conversation may have already digressed. I force aside the twinge of loneliness and drop my gaze to the file that my
The
gamble won.
Kirijo Ergonomics Research Laboratory. An organization specializing in research upon shadows.
What I demanded of public safety was an investigative document on the Kirijo Group Research Institute, which no longer exists. The founder of that institute was Mitsuru's grandfather, Koetsu Kirijo. The contents of that report were filled with matters that were hard to believe. The Dark Hour, a different world populated by shadows that seem to intrude on the real world. The mysterious, almost alien artifacts known as plumes of dusk that can induce a personality. Humanoid robots called anti-shadow suppression weapons that were developed to oppose shadows. Artificial persona users who gain their abilities with special drugs. What were they called again? Damn, Chidori and Company. Fuck, I don't even remember their name. Damn, now I really want to remember their name. Fuck. I I almost said Sebek. What the fuck? Nigga, I almost said Nerve. Hold on. Damn, what were they called? I'm sorry, I gotta look it up. Damn it. Strega! It was fucking Strega! Taka, you bitch ass. Had I not seen Igus and Lavis with my own two eyes, the supernatural content of this file would seem ludicrously implausible.
A flood of shadows and the manifestation of personas. There are many similarities to what we experienced. The chief difference is that their catastrophe was artificially induced in the name of research.
I sense an unwavering commitment to my duty for Misuru and her team. Though they, like us, are persona users, the horrors in this file must be why I detected a very different type of resolve from them.
I hesitate to look into such matters without their consent, but I doubt they would volunteer much.
From what I can deduce based on this, the culprit in Labrys's case is without a doubt related to Kirijo and Ergo research. The clue that leads to the truth has to be here. And if by chance something were to happen to Misuru and her people, we would need to know more about our common enemy.
Shuji Ikutsuki took the position of chairman at Gekkokan High after Ergo research was disbanded. Mitsuru-san went there.
Oh, Ikutsuki's bitch ass.
Deceased in 2009. Cause of death: falling from the school's observatory. Was it suicide? No listed family.
No other information in regards to him in the document I gained from public safety. The simplicity of the section in regards to the Shuji Ikutsuki, an obviously important person, oddly left an impression on me. That's cause Ikutsuki's a bitch ass nigga. I finished reading over the material, but to be honest, it tells me little. Most of the principals involved are already deceased, including Koetsu Kirijo, Shuji Ikutsuki, and the persona users whose abilities were artificially awakened. Chidori's not dead. Chidori isn't dead, she's still alive. Chidori's still alive. We gave Junpei the flower, she's still alive. Still, I do learn something. The culprit's objective in Labrys's case had similarities to the purpose of Ergo research, to deliberately gather shadows in order to fuse them together. If that was the objective, wouldn't the TV world have been an ideal place for a test run?
It may be best if I check inside of the TV world once more.
When I opened my cell phone to share my findings, scanned through they may be, I noticed that the hour is late. It's almost the next day.
It's a bit late to call them. Which reminds me, I think I heard thunder earlier. Could it have rained?
The word rained gives me pause. During the incident with Labrys, the Midnight Channel was broadcasting again. If her case is truly ongoing, could that mean that it could come on tonight? A bad feeling crosses my mind.
A call at this hour? From an unknown number. Hello.
I got through. Miss Detective? Wait, no. Naoto-kun, right?
That voice. Is that you, Labrys? What's the matter?
Listen up, because we got a big problem. Mitsuru-san and the others were on their way to Inaba, but they've gone missing.
Missing?
So we were gonna go look for them, but these weird guys came barging into the Shadow Operatives lab. I'm the only one who got out.
The Shadow Operatives research lab was attacked. Could it be the enemy? No, that's not it. This is most likely...
Labrys, calm down. Can you describe anything unique about the people who invaded your headquarters?
Unique? They came in a big group. They wore suits. They showed this paper-looking thing, and they said something about an investigation.
As I thought, public safety. I had my suspicions, but there can be no mistake. Though the Kirijo group and public safety are formally in cooperation, public safety privately has a low opinion of the Shadow Operatives, hence their request that I perform an undercover investigation. They must have found out about Mitsuru's disappearance and used it as an opportunity to launch a compulsory investigation. But Mitsuru's disappearance, could it really be related to public safety's move? Labrys said a moment ago that Mitsuru and her people were headed to Inaba. Why? When I think carefully sorting through this new information, I asked Labrys for more
I understand.
details.
What's your present situation?
I can't go back to the lab, right? Even if I could, I wouldn't know what to do without Mitsuru-san around. But then I found out the Shadow Operatives got these special folks
who only get called up in emergencies. I just met up with them a minute ago, and we're about to go look for Mitsuru-san and them.
Understood. I'll cooperate as well. I'm sure the others won't say no either. We'll all try searching for Mitsuru-san.
Really? Thanks.
Labrys, there's something else I'd like to ask. Why was Mitsuru-san headed for Inaba?
If I remember right, they found a weird shadow reading over there, so they were gonna go look into it.
A weird shadow reading?
An abnormal shadow reading is detected in Inaba, and Mitsuru and her people go missing when they head out to investigate. Even if this is unrelated to the public safety matter, I can't overlook this detail. Mitsuru and her people are persona users and extremely skilled ones at that. If they are in a situation with no means of contacting help, then whatever enemy they face must be formidable. And the first such enemy who comes to mind is the culprit who kidnapped Labrys and forced us to fight in the P1 Grand Prix.
She said the reading spiked all of a sudden. Did something happen over there?
Nothing springs to mind. Oh, sorry, hold on a moment.
I checked the clock on the wall of the drawing room. It's almost midnight. If there was an abnormal shadow reading, the Midnight Channel could be involved. I need to find a room
I'm
with
sorry,
a TV.
but let's continue this on the move. We should meet up at the very least. Actually, is that a helicopter I hear in the background?
Yeah, I'm surprised you can tell. We have a maid piloting one right now.
A personal helicopter and a maid piloting it. I never thought of my family as poor, but thinking back to that limousine, the Kirijo clan seems to be on a completely different level.
Let me think of a place where a helicopter could land around here.
Dark hour. You know, my controller died again. As usual, it died. As I continue to talk while walking down the hallway, all the lights suddenly turn off. Though it is midnight, this is a police station. There should be several officers still stationed here even at this hour. However, in defiance of these facts, all natural stillness pervades the air.
A blackout?
No, that's not it. The roaring helicopter rotors on the other end of the line have also fallen
Labrys?
silent. My cell phone has gone dead as if the batteries were drained. I try a few things, but it won't even turn on. Have all the electronics here stopped working so suddenly? I open a nearby door to get a better look at my environment. The empty room is hazily lit by an eerie red glow coming from the window. Walking to get a clearer view, I gasp at the sight outside. An obvious pall has fallen upon this quiet rural town.
Red fog?
Seeing the town enveloped in fog, I can't help but remember last year's case. Nigga, is that Tartarus? With the foreboding feeling that the situation has taken a turn for the worse, I quickly leave the strangely empty Inaba station. That was Tartarus, was it not? Impatience. Now we're doing Risei's chapter. I raise one arm toward the mirror-lined wall and close my eyes. In my mind I see a stage, in a hazy shadow of a band. Glow sticks of all different colors shine in the packed seats. I'm looking at them from my mark, indicated with a spot of fluorescent paint. The moment the countdown hits 0, a spotlight comes on. I reach toward the flooding light and become one with the stage.
Say hello. You gotta say goodbye to thousand lies, yeah. Shout, friends, just those words you really mean. And let your voice be heard all over the world.
This sounds like a song. I've heard a song that that sounds just like this.
It's me, come on out. Get ready for your true story.
I've heard a song that sounds just like that. I cannot remember where it's from. I'm talking about the flow, like the cadence and all of that. I don't know about the beat, and I don't think the lyrics are it, but that cadence is very familiar. As I calm my breathing and look towards the clock to check how long the performance took me, I see where his two hands are pointing, jolting me back to reality in a hurry.
Crap! I didn't take my bike today. I wonder if I can make the last train.
Night, everyone. I'm off for today.
Rise! She's so fucking pretty. I hurriedly address the people that pass as I fly out of the studio. After a mad dash to Okina Station, I barely make it into the stopped train.
Made it.
I take a breather as the train slowly pulls out. The last train on a holiday is usually pretty empty, so I sit in an open seat and get my tunes from my bag. There's a new song that they just gave me this afternoon. Today felt so long for some reason.
It's gotten a lot later than we expected. Are you still okay on time?
You didn't have to give me a lift, you know. I'd have been fine.
That's not the issue. Come on, I'm your manager.
The reason Inoue seems so happy is because of the news we got earlier. When our president called us back to the office from the shoot today, we were greeted with a new song for me and a detailed plan for my comeback.
Still, I had no idea that the boss was putting together such a detailed plan for your comeback.
Well, I'm grateful and all, but I just don't think I'm ready yet.
That's not true. We've all seen how hard you've been working. You're much stronger than you were. I think the boss is making the right decision.
Are you just flattering me, Inoue-san?
Never intentionally. You sang that new song we gave you today after just a short lesson. You even memorized the dance steps in record time.
I wasn't any good, though. I got distracted by the steps and kept going off key. And I wasn't hitting the turns cleanly. I've still got a long way to go.
It's true. Even as far as discussion of my comeback goes, if Inoue hadn't come up with an excuse for why he couldn't get in contact with me until yesterday, the plans could have been sunk.
Rise-chan, did something happen?
Huh?
I know that there's a part of your life you won't let me into, and that's okay. An idol doesn't need to tell her manager everything. But there's a difference between keeping things private and isolating yourself. You asked if you could get some days off during the long holiday, right? And you didn't seem too keen on today's session either. Did you have some other engagement in mind?
No, you're just cutting me too much slack. Thanks, though. It's nothing to do with work. But there was something that made me realize how powerless I am.
Get in the gym. So many people are supporting me for my comeback, but no matter how much I throw myself into rehearsals, all I can think about is how I was nothing but a burden in the incident yesterday.
Rise-chan?
I'm okay. Were you worried I'd quit again? I'm still set on getting back into showbiz, once I shake off the rust from my hiatus.
I can tell that much from watching you practice. Still, maybe you need a breather.
Huh?
The publisher consulted me about maybe rescheduling the photo shoot. When I told them doing it later would be problematic since you're still a student, they decided to reschedule for another time. So, take a nice break tomorrow.
Inoue-san.
But things will be busy after the long holiday. The success of your comeback project is on the line here.
I really appreciate it. Can you let me off at Okina Station today? If I have tomorrow off, I want to stop by the studio and practice a little more.
Huh? But wouldn't it be late by the time you're done? Why don't I take you straight home?
There's not enough room at home. Please? I'll go straight home after I practice a little.
Well, all right. But don't push yourself too hard, okay?
I won't. Actually, though, you shouldn't coddle me so much either. Okay, Inoue-san?
I really fucking like Inoue. I never got to see much of him in P4 and Golden, or you know, but the bit that I was able to see of him in Golden and the bit I've seen of him in this game, like I really like him. Through the train window, I see the countryside with only a few lights here and there. The train was empty to begin with, and it only gets emptier as we approach the final
A
stop.
long holiday, huh?
The holiday was supposed to cap off with just work and rehearsals. Even when I heard you was coming back, I was the one who decided not to change my plans. When I told the others, they said stuff like, oh well, work's work and hang in there. Kanji was the only one who acted like a kid, saying, what's important to you, your work or
That
senpai?
reminds me. Naoto-kun had to work during the holidays too.
I bet Naoto wouldn't get all indecisive about these things. When I sign and take out my cell, I notice I have an email.
Oh, it's from Yukiko-senpai.
It's a summary of what the investigation team talked about today, and the time we're meeting tomorrow.
Today's at 6 a.m.? That's early. I bet some of those guys are gonna be late for sure.
I laugh, but it quickly turns into a sigh. I have tomorrow off thanks to Inoue, and while I'm happy I get to see everyone, I'm a little bummed out too. I couldn't do anything during that incident. I don't remember anything else about that day after I finished shopping for dinner at Jeunesse. When I came to, I was already in the announcement room in the TV world, under the surveillance of General Teddy. In the end, it turned out that General Teddy was Labrys' shadow, taking Teddy's form. The shadow was holding this event, yeah. Since I was captured, they used my voice and lightness to goad everyone into hurting each other. I thought I sounded cool saying I had work, but I got kidnapped, imprisoned, and watched them use my face and voice to confuse
At this
I
everyone.
can barely face Senpai and the others.
You will be going back tomorrow. I think about Fuka, who has such tremendous powers that she could help Mitsuru by describing what was going on in the TV world even from outside. I wish I could be that useful.
The next stop is Yaso Inaba. Yaso Inaba.
What the? That was a weird place to cut the announcement off. All of a sudden, all the lights in the train turn off, and the train that had already begun to slow down to its last stop grinds to a halt.
Oh no! A blackout?
I look out the window to check. A huge red moon dominates the sky, and in the direction the train was headed, there looks to be giant red cocoon. Is that fog?
What is that? Inaba's that way.
I turn around. There's no one on the train. They've all disappeared. The train car was pretty empty, but I'm positive it wasn't the only passenger before.
Wait, what's going on? Oh right, my cell.
Thinking I might be able to find something if I contact someone. I look at the phone I'm still holding after checking my email. But it seems to have turned off by itself. Since the screen remains black, no matter how many times I press the power button, it won't turn on.
Broken? Of all the times. Guys, you Senpai.
Apart from the confusion and sensation I know all too well starts to rise in me. I can't believe it, but there's no mistake.
This feeling. It can't be. It's like I'm inside the TV.
I'm moving before I can think twice. I yank open the door, using the emergency lever, and jump out into the tracks. I begin running towards the Yaso Inaba train station. Now not the time to stay and cower here. Oh shit. Okay, we're seeing it from Yosuke's perspective. Let's just run I'm gonna just run the arcade for a bit until I lose. I don't want to play as.
To the Velvet Room. This place exists between dream and reality, mind and matter. Now then, why don't you introduce yourself?
I'll take Chie.
Picture in your head your own appearance as well as your alter ego, your persona. Very well.
Risky.
The carnivore who's discarded womanhood, Chie Satonaka!
Nigga, watch out with that damn name! Oh shit. Oh, that's a cool ass whatchamacallit.
What the? Things suddenly got red around me and became like the inside of the TV. Don't tell me.
Oh, I gotta skip that. That might be story shit. Come on, I gotta kick your ass. I'm sorry, I gotta kick your ass. Fuck. fucking game fucked! Sit your bitch ass down. Handled.
Far beyond your ability.
Damn.
I look forward to the next round.
I am far beyond your abilities.
Round
Oh shit, 2 rounds. Fuck. Damn, nigga, get off my dick!
Oh my, they lost.
No surprise there.
Is anyone surprised by the results?
Nope.
Sheesh, we just got the crisis the other day. Oh, I really hope the others are okay.
Next up, Game 2. The Heartless Archangel, Haggis!
This presentation is so fucking good though. Deadass. Dog, they went all out. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the fighting here. I got some shit to do, so I gotta tap out. But hold on. Nah, we don't gotta end it yet.
Let's move on. Learn that you are all powerless. We will protect this town.
Round 1.
Fuck. She's fucking me. Damn, bitch! Bitch, do the fucking move! She don't do the damn moves! She don't do the fucking inputs! She doesn't do the fucking inputs!
Round 2. Fight!
So bitch ass. I'm about to fuck you up. I'm about to fuck you up. Punch her! Do the fucking move! Do the fucking attacks! Damn, how did that kill her?
Taken from the jaws of defeat. What a shame.
Final.
Damn, she don't do the damn moves I tell her to do. Damn! Fuck, what the hell was that? Bitch ass over here! No! Fuck! That's the end of the episode. I hope y'all enjoyed. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. I'll read them all. Tap into the next one. I won that shit. Fuck on someone, nigga.